specific areas were you happy with the upgrade or the improvement from game one to this game?
Well, our disposition, physicality, the efforts, that was much better. Throughout the course of the game, we flow in and out of rhythm offensively, but our activity level defensively was pretty consistent all the way through. The only thing I thought we really could have done a much better job with would be on the glass. But the disposition, like I said, was much more to our standards.
Jimmy, just what he did late in that game, taking control.
Yeah.
Free throws, generating shots for others, scoring on his own.
Yeah, I mean, that's such a great lesson for, all the players in this league, but especially for our guys, our young guys. Efficiency. You can stem the tide of a run on the road by getting to the free throw line. Just just take away so much momentum. And he's so patient, in knowing how to attack, how to get in the paint, how to draw fouls, use the physicality, to get to where he wants to, but also to make the right plays too. He found guys, at the right moments. Found AB there in the fourth. Found Tyler. We got jammed up, but that's a great luxury we have where you're going to get the right play, going down the stretch.
Their comeback, is it just a matter of because of their rebounding, because of their threes, they're just going to be a factor that way, or were there things you didn't do
well, it's
after
not
getting
like we're
up 14?
up 20. I mean, we're up
14.
Yeah, but this league, just check any game at any given time. These leads evaporate. We missed some shots. We had a couple of turnovers during that, and then they knocked down 2 threes. I called a couple timeouts I called a timeout right at the beginning of the quarter. But the most important thing is, we gathered ourselves, executed down the stretch, and got the stops when we needed to.
I was still earlier, still working through things, but we'll went into this instant play outage tonight. What do you like about him?
He's such a pro. You hear that term tossed around so much in our league, but he is a pro's pro. He's professional. He's ready. He stays prepared. He's smart. He knows how to fit in, and he's got a great skill set too. He can knock down open shots. He gets to open gaps, but he also can handle the ball. So he can be a secondary handler for you, and he's big. So defensively, he fits into the things that we do.
Charlie, before the game, talked about playing at speed is not only full court, but in the half court, making your movements quick. It seemed like Tyler was really bought into that and is highly energized always.
Yeah.
How much does that help that he's sort of a given with energy?
Yeah, I think that's a great point that he made because, pace is not just 94 feet or a fast break, which Tyler gives you that, but it's pace and movement, the nonstop activity offensively. Tyler's been very intentional about moving without the ball, but also being really assertive on his catches. I thought some of his drives were great, straight line drives. Made some great plays. That play to Bam before they called the timeout for the dunk was a great play to set him up for an easy one. And then, the three. I still would like to see him. He's such an amazing shooter. I'd like to see him get double digits every game, particularly half-court execution threes. He's too good of a shooter to leave some of those on the table, but he's really matured. His decision-making, his strength, you can see it. All that stuff is just continuing to get better.
We talk about players trying not to overdo it in their homecoming, but a dagger three-pointer by Terry, was that sort of the perfect capper for a guy who comes back his first time as an opponent, and what it meant for you guys?
Yeah, and it meant a lot for him, and we wanted to acknowledge that. He had some great years here. That's why we respected him so much. He was like kind of a heat killer in those games. And it's always good to see, somebody, play well and get the win. On their former home court. But he did it within the context, of what was going to impact winning. He wasn't pressing. He wasn't trying to do too much, and that was a big three. They were starting to come back and make a run and really make it interesting. That three, kind of really settled things down. All right.